I'm late, but I'm here. I am here. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. I'm a few minutes late. I got caught up journaling. I need a new Bible. I've had this Bible for a long time, and it's time for a new one. How's everyone doing today? Good morning. Welcome to Choose the Light Live. I know it's been weeks since I've been here. That's because May was extremely busy for me. Um, but we're here, we're back, and we're gonna get it going. I'm gonna just give people a few minutes to kind of log in, and then we'll go from there. How's your morning starting? How is your morning going? Let me know how. In one word, how is your morning starting? For me, woke up later than expected because I wanted to go to the gym at 6, but I woke up at 6:30. um, so I decided to clean a little bit, prepare my heart and my mind to come on here, read my word, praise, worship, all that good stuff while I was cleaning. And then I started journaling. That's what kind of got me behind with logging in. But life has been great. We are now in the month of June. May, again, was extremely busy. My little baby turned 1, so I had a really big party for him. He's his background, his nationality is Nigerian. My husband is Nigerian. So we do like a really big celebration. And so we did that. And then the next week, which was last weekend, my son graduated from high school. So it was very busy for me. So we had obviously the graduation. We had to do a big graduation party. It's just been ongoing celebrations. And not to mention, I had 2 nephews that also graduated high school. So I'm at 3 different graduations. Well, 2 different graduations because one graduated with my son at with his class. So it's been busy. So I'm back. The goal is to be consistent, be back consistent, make sure that I come on here every morning. Today is Monday, so I plan to be here every day this week, I believe. I don't think I have planned anything at this time. So if you are new here, my name is Ayana Johnson. I'm a clinical mental health therapist. I focus on mental, spiritual, and emotional growth and development. Um, One thing about me is that you're going to hear God often. I have a relationship with God. I love the Lord. I'm nothing without God. I don't care. I will say it boldly and loudly. Um, my 12th grader just graduated high school, and it is nothing but God that got us through. I've been a single mom since like 2000. I've been a single mom since he was 1. And then I got married in 2020. I got married in 2024. 2024. Um, so before that, I've been on this journey just really depending on my relationship with God to order my steps, to lead me, to guide me, which is why I'm here because I don't make decisions. I try not to make decisions that don't include or involve God giving me the okay or telling me, hey, this is what you need to do to get to where you're going and all that good stuff. If you want your life to be better, if you want to produce fruit, you want to make sure that you are making decisions that are conducive to the life that God has for you. That is essential. Oftentimes we are the ones that get in our own ways. We are the ones that causes ourselves to stumble. Okay. We become the ones that make things difficult in our own lives because of what we desire for ourselves versus like really taking the time to get to know who you are and your identity in God. Um, I'm not a pastor. I'm not a preacher. I don't proclaim to be, but I am boldly an anointed woman of God, and that's because I've taken years to build my relationship with Him. I've been very intentional about doing that. Um, wasn't raised in church. You know, it hasn't always been like that. I started going to church, but it's church is not the foundation of your relationship with God. Church is supposed to accommodate what you do on your own. Um, so that's that. That's who I am. I'm also an author. I have 4 books, self-help books that can help you on your journey. Um, and yeah, and so every year I host Escape Conference. Escape Conference is a conference that helps men and women in their journey mentally, physically, and emotionally. So I have all type of different professionals there: doctors, nurses, therapists, psychologists, psychiatrists, anybody that's going to help you to be a well-rounded individual. And so I am a speaker, so I am typically the keynote speaker, and I bring you a message that will help you throughout your journey. Y'all, I don't do this stuff because I need you. Okay, I know that you need me, and that's just the bottom line. Like, I'm not. This is not about trying to build. This is about giving you something that is inside of me that has been gifted to me from God. And as I'm doing that, obviously it builds a platform, which is the goal, because without the platform, there's no audience. And so I'm grateful for the people that show up for themselves by showing up to these lives every morning. Choose the Light Live. Every day, I try to focus on a different topic to be able to help you to discover the light in your life, find the light within yourself, and choose the light every day. Make conscious decisions that will help you to manifest the life that you desire. Making conscious decisions that's going to help you to stay on the righteous path and not move over to the dark. Y'all, the darkness surrounds us, right? The Bible says that the road to heaven is very narrow and only a few find it, but the road to hell is wide open, and that's because darkness is all around us. Choosing the light is like really getting in tune with your life and making decisions, to leave people, to change relationships, to change careers, to be kind to people, to change your attitude, to change your perspective towards life. Like, being the best you so that you can experience the best life. And while you are experiencing the best life, these things are not always external. A lot of times, your best life is here. If you're new to this page, you probably never heard me say this, but money didn't make me happy. I was happy before I had money, and that's because I chose the light every day. I chose to discover the light, even when I was broke as a joke. Okay. So if you going through life driving around looking for the next opportunity to make money, thinking that's gonna make you happy, I want you to pull up different stories of different people who overdose on drugs or commit suicide, and you wonder why they got everything. That's because money can complement your happiness, but your joy is internal. Your joy is internal. So choosing the light is literally choosing to have a good life, feeling good, looking good, being the best you at all costs. um I've been through a lot. Okay. I'm a mental health therapist, but I know that God has designed me and orchestrated my life in a way that I can relate to a lot of people. Okay. I lost a parent, I lost a sibling. I've been through heartbreak tremendously. Okay. I have these are just some of the things that were the most traumatic to me. Okay. And this is not to brag or to boast. I'm just telling you how qualified that I am to be able to help you, to be who you need to be. Um, Again, I raised my son alone. I'm talking about real single mom, like dad in prison all his life. So, I relate to a lot of different populations of people. Um, I've traveled the world. I still travel. Like that's something that I do. It's just so many different aspects of what have built this woman today. So I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Thank you for showing up. Felicia Burnett, I checked into your order and it was shipped. So we have to figure out what's going on with your book. I did get your message. Um, but I'm gonna look for your email to see if I can have someone pull up your email so we can shoot you an email to kind of see or send you the tracking. Um, but back to what I was saying. Life is what you make it. Period. Point blank. So making a decision every day to choose the light and be a genuinely happy person that doesn't come from things, that comes from here, that comes from here. Okay. So again, I'm grateful, I'm blessed, I'm thankful that God constantly uses me in the lives of other people. Sometimes I don't really know why he chose me. I still don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because if you look at everybody in my life, in my family, the people that I grew up with, it's like, and I love everybody. I love everybody, but there's something that is different and I don't know where it comes from. And for many years I took time to try to figure out, like, why am I like different? Why do I look at life different? Why do I make decisions and think different from a lot of people? And I know it's because I'm chosen. It's as simple as that. If you are that person in your family, that person in your friend group, that person, in your environment, and you looking at your life and you wonder, man, even you all that grew up and you looking at why, this person abandoned you, or why did you get treated different, right? That's not my story. That part is not my story. But it is, though, kind of. I wasn't abandoned, but I was, just a little outcast, based off my thinking pattern. So, um, if you have an upbringing in your life and you look back and you just be like, man, why was I that person? I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, it is not that God has forsaken you, it's that He has chosen you. So life is about your perception of things. Okay. If you look at your life and you look at the things that you've been through and the things that you've experienced, and you choose to have a negative perception versus thinking, yes, I went through that, but Lord, I overcame it. And when I overcame it, there was some things that I learned about myself. There were some things that I learned about people. There were some ways that I recognized how I will never allow people to treat me, right? Some of y'all can see, y'all have that third eye like me based off of your experiences. Experiences should not just give you an experience, but it should grow you in a way where you would be able to look at life totally different. And so there's always a blessing in disguise when you go through something. Okay. I'm telling you, there's always a blessing in disguise. I was talking to my son's cousin's mom the other day. His cousin is on his dad's side, and they graduated high school together. Okay. His cousin's mom also raised the cousin alone because his dad is in prison. Okay. Um, and I was telling her, I said, you know what? Many years as a single mom, like when he was really little, I would be like, Lord, why me? Like, why I gotta go through this? Like, why? I have a boy. Like, I want him to, be a man. I can't teach a boy to be a man. Like, all these things I used to tell myself. And then one day I was like, hold the heck up. If God has assigned you to it, then He's equipped you for it. If He's assigned you to it, He's equipped you for it. Now, we talking about that part of single mom, but I'm talking to you about whatever it is that you doubting yourself about, or you feeling like it's impossible because you don't got the experience, you don't have the support. The world says it has to look a certain way, and your way is not looking that way. You've convinced yourself that it may not just be possible for you. It may not be possible for you. And so during those times, I would say, hold the heck up, Ayana. God has equipped you for this. And so as I look back, and I think about all those moments, and I look and I watch my baby grown boy now cross that stage last weekend, it all started hitting me. There is nothing that his father could have given him that would have equipped to this. And it's not just, I'm not talking about a man, I said his father. The person that helped me create him. There's nothing that he could have given my son that would have equated to the outcome of what I experienced last week. When I look at him and I look at how he is the replica of who I am, okay? He refers back to God for a lot of things. If something happened, he'd be like, well, that seems like God is telling him this, or God is, like, he dissects life the way that I do. His ambition towards, being his own boss, having his own business, right? He's well-rounded. And that don't come from the dad. The dad don't have those characteristics. Y'all, I'm just being real with you. Okay, I can't do nothing but be real. I can't do nothing but be real with you. That came from me. So all these years, I'm like, dang, I wish. Early on, I've been gave that up. Once I started realizing, I'm like, oh, you doing a good job. Like, this boy is, you the definition of a boy mom, because this boy is like really about to be somebody in life. He's not about to be one of them people where you could look at him and tell he ain't have a daddy. Where every time you look at him, he in trouble. Like, I've never had those issues. And that's because I invested in myself so much that God gave my son everything that he needed based off of what I gave to myself. So sometimes you could think that things have to be measured out the way that it appears to be. Like, they say it takes you to do this in order to have this. But everybody's story is different. My story is not going to be yours, and yours is not going to be mine. If you sit there and mirror your life to what society says, what the world says, y'all, I'm open. I'm a listening ear to the things that's going on in the world with Donald Trump and all that. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care. And I'm telling you because, and it's not that I'm like disassociated, or I don't have a sense of sympathy or empathy towards what's going on. But, oh man, y'all, God has made miracles in my life. So you think I'm about to let some president or whatever is going on in the world to dictate what I can and cannot do? I'm going to be smart in the way that I move, right? And smart meaning I'm going to talk to God about what do I need to do different to make sure that me and my family are safe and secure. Right? I'm going to make sure I keep talking to Jesus, but I'm not going to walk in fear, or I'm not going to count myself out because they said this is not possible no more based off of this and that and this. And I'm not talking about one mere thing. I'm just talking about those of you all who are walking in fear, looking at your life, thinking that things are not possible. I had a client before, she was so stuck on the fact that, Well, look at the economy. It don't seem like nothing's possible, And I can give her every tool in the book and nothing will work for her because she was consumed by fear. It was so bad that it wasn't nothing else I can do for her. I'm not the therapist that's just going to keep taking your coins. I'm going to give you everything that I got. And if it gets to a point where I recognize that you are literally coming here to waste your time and mine, then I'm going to tell you. Because you have to make a decision. You could go talk to the pastor. You can go talk to the therapist. You can go talk to the priest. You can even go talk to Jesus. But I'm telling you that you have to be the one to make the decision in your life to say, check mark, I'm making this decision. I'm no longer going to be in bondage. I'm no longer going to sit here and have a pity party with myself. I'm going to conform to peace, even if chaos is around me. You have to make that decision for your life. And you got to do it even when you have fear. You got to do it even when you don't see nothing. You got to do it even when, nobody else believes in you. You got to do it even when they terminate you from the job. Been there, done that too. Me getting terminated was the ultimate day that I became an entrepreneur. And that was in 2011. And I started entrepreneurship with my last check from the company. And not because I said to myself, they fired me, I'm moving on. Like, you got to get out of your own way and stop making decisions out of emotions. Yeah, I didn't choose this. I didn't tell myself, I'm going to run my own business. I'm going to be a therapist. I'm going to write books. I'm going to do speaking engagements. I'm going to host conferences. I'm going to live my life helping people. Who would choose that? Because people are difficult. But my love and my drive and my purpose overshadows the difficulty of people. I see people from a different lens that a lot of people don't, which is why I'm a therapist. But when I started this journey, y'all, I haven't worked for people in a very long time. But when I started this journey, it wasn't me and my feelings saying, oh man, they fired me. I'm going to be an entrepreneur. That's what everybody else in the world doing. Y'all, entrepreneurship wasn't even popular in 2011. I'm going to be honest with you. This just became popular. People trying to do stuff. I did it when it wasn't popular. When God looked at me and said, you just got fired. Yeah, I know it hurts. I know it's confusing, but that I had a little bit to do with that. And this is what I'm asking you to do now, Ayana. It's time to write that book. It's time to put your focus on things that I need from you so we can get this journey going. You had your time, right? The job was not meant for you to stay. It was meant to kind of give you the idea of professionalism, because that's literally what that job did for me. Like, I came from, hood. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, the woman that you see today is not who I was back in 2009. Okay. So a lot of things that I learned in that job, it really shaped me to be a professional woman. So you got to look at your life and you have to start assessing when things happen and stop just looking at it and taking it for what it is and allowing it to deter you from new opportunities. A lot of y'all are stuck because something don't go the way that you wanted it to go or that you felt that it should go. And you have allowed it to handicap you from being able to move forward, being able to even see yourself forward. Some of y'all you're so stuck, you can't even see nothing after this. And I'm coming before you today and I'm rebuking it in the name of Jesus. And I'm asking God to give you a renewal in your soul, a renewal in your heart, and a renewal in your mind. To open up the airways of faith and confidence like never before. I'm asking God to lead you and guide your steps. Be the lamp unto your feet, as his word says, in the name of Jesus. I'm asking God to give you hope in your future. I'm asking God to give you the boldness, as his word says, the boldness to unlock the things that are waiting on you. No longer delay your life in June. June 2025 will be the month that you embark on transition like never before. It will be the month that you able to look back and remember this video and remember the things that God is speaking to your heart in this moment. In Jesus' name. I pray that this video was helpful for you. I pray that you are able to see yourself and understand what is capable for you, what you need to let go of, what you need to hold on to, and stop being distracted by things that you don't need to be doing right now. Y'all, it is a season for everything. Right now, I'm in my season of planning for my conference in August. Well, I've been planning for a year, but I'm in a season of consecrating myself before God to make sure that things go according to how he plans it out in August. So this is my quiet season, June, July, August. This is not my season to go travel. I had a trip the other day. I turned it down because it's not, you got to be careful. Your timing is everything. Stop running from where you need to be to go where you think you need in the moment. When God is saying, I need your attention right now. Stop running to go travel. Stop running to be outside. Stop running to go try the next restaurant. There's a season for that, Ayana, and it's not right now. Right now is my season to sit before the Lord. What's your season right now? Where does God have you? What is it that he's asking of you? What is it that he's requiring of you, y'all? God don't just ask us. He requires things from us. Require. This is a requirement. You don't get an option. I was talking to my friend yesterday, and right now we are in our quiet season to sit before the Lord. And I called her. I said, look, right now, because part of my moment is, staying away from fried foods, bad foods. And here's the enemy like, oh, your tuna fish ain't turned out good, so go ahead and get you some Popeye's chicken. So I said, no. Let me call her. And you got to have accountability partners. You got to have people. And man, it's a blessing when you have people you could trust. There's not a lot of people in my life I could trust, y'all. As kind and genuine and loving as I am, I got 2 to 3 people I could say I trust. So when you got those people, don't take them for granted. Use them and be a blessing to them as well. And so I called. I said, look, I'm like thinking about getting Popeye's chicken. And I know I don't. And immediately she said, it's late. Just go to bed. Oh, that's all I needed to hear. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to have your moments where you battling with yourself, but you have to understand. And I told her, I opened my mouth and I told her, I said, why am I sitting here acting like I got a decision, like I can get the Popeye's chicken when I've already made a commitment to God and said I'm not doing it? So this is a requirement. I have to eat the tuna fish and go to bed. This is not, and this is why we get stuck, because you got too much freedom in life. God has given us freedom, right? But not in a way where we are living in sin, living in disobedience, living in our ability to do whatever we want. And when you do that, you must understand what the outcome is. When you don't have any type of accountability about your life, you can run around here and say, I'm grown, I do what I want. Cool. But you have to know that there's going to be consequences to the decisions that you make. The only thing that have gotten me this far in life is investing in myself, investing in my spirit, investing in conforming and learning to be disciplined in my ways. Everybody don't have that. And that's because people give themselves no accountability. People really do not fear God. And so I want you to get to a place in your life where you don't have a choice. You have a responsibility to get these things done for your life, for your future, for your children, for the things, y'all, the life that you want. I know for sure I would be nothing without discipline. Nothing. Nothing. Even when I bought my first home, even when I, bought my first, foreign car, even when I, start got my first check in my business, all these things came from my idea of saying, God, I have your way. I love Fantasia's song, I'll move over so you can get in. Her song is Have Your Way. And that part right there, I'll move over so you can move in. That's what we have to do. We got to move out the way and let him move in and direct us. I'm going to let y'all go now. Whew, thank you, Jesus. I just thank God for this month. I thank God for you. I thank God for your life and for all that is happening in you, through you, and around you. God bless you. Have an amazing start of June, and don't let nobody ruin it. Okay? Do your thing. Walk this thing out. And watch how August, you're going to look back and say, dang, he did that. We did that. God bless you. I'll see you back tomorrow. Share this live. Like it. Subscribe if you have not. And yeah, we back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be on other platforms this week because I can't find my other phone, to be honest with you. But I'm definitely going to be on YouTube. So have a good one, and we'll chat tomorrow. Bye.